Today's video has a big update about Shirley Strawberry and her husband, Ernest Williams, aka Ernesto, aka Nesto. Buckle up, I've got the jailhouse phone calls going all the way back to March of this year, and it looks like there might be trouble in paradise between Shirley and her husband. Stay tuned, the calls between Shirley and Ernesto are in this video. For those of you who might not know who Shirley is, well, you might know Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is a versatile entertainer, comedian, actor, author, and prominent figure in both television and radio. He initially rose to prominence through his sharp observational comedy and later became renowned for his insightful self-help guidance, particularly in the realm of relationships. You may know him from The Family Feud or The Steve Harvey Morning Show. Shirley Strawberry has been in the broadcast biz for almost 40 years herself and is currently a co-host on The Steve Harvey Morning Show. Her and Steve have worked together for the last 20 years, and on the show they have a segment called The Strawberry Letter, where viewers write in for relationship advice from Steve and Shirley. Shirley supposedly met her current husband through Steve Harvey. They got engaged on the show with Steve's help, and Steve even walked Shirley down the aisle. Ernesto is Shirley's second husband. Here's the situation. Shirley Strawberry's husband, Ernesto Williams, is facing some pretty serious charges, some of which include children. As you can see, this guy has a pretty long rap sheet. He and a co-conspirator, Erica King, were arrested for a $1 million fraud scheme. They allegedly would make promises to victims, saying they would grow their brands, but in the end did nothing. Rumor has it that Ernesto even moved Erica King in next door to him and Shirley's residence. He supposedly told Shirley that Erica was just a business partner. What inevitably got them investigated by police was failure to pay months of rent at this new residence. His most current arrest happened in July of 2022 for charges that involve children, and he is currently in jail in Georgia and has been there for over a year without bond. Before he was arrested, the prosecutor in this case also tapped Ernesto's cell phone and allegedly heard him talking with Shirley about leaving the country to live in one of Steve Harvey's homes located in Abu Dhabi. Ernesto is a businessman who owned an upscale barber shop and a security company in Atlanta. The barber shop was on Peachtree Road and was called Nesto's. According to Yelp reviewers, services started at a minimum of $50 and went up from there. I also read that after a customer receives a shampoo, the employees would line up and do a little dance. Needless to say, the location is now closed. I'm not exactly sure when it opened, but I see Nesto's barbershop dates back to 2015. The security company was opened in 2021 and it dissolved in 2022. Now that everyone's up to speed, let's get to the goods. The first call is from March 7th and is between Shirley Strawberry and her husband, Ernesto.
Hello, this is a free call from
Nesto.
This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Hello?
Hello.
How
Hold
you
on
doing?
1 second, please. Hold on. I'm good. Hold on. Yeah. Hi. How are you?
I'm good. So I just got 5 minutes on a free phone call. So I just,
Oh, you do?
yeah. Let's know. I go to court Thursday, so say a prayer for me. And my lawyer just came saw me, so just gonna wait till Thursday and see what's gonna go down. Other than that, y'all doing okay?
Yeah, we're doing fine.
Okay.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm just leaving in God's hand and let him do what he do. That's all I
Okay.
can do.
But you know, I always say a prayer for you. You do know that, right?
I do know that. You have some strong prayers, too. So strong.
Well, good. I'm glad they're working.
Yeah, they're working.
They're
working.
That's good.
I'm just being positive and focused. So I just want to let you know that. Yeah, watch, I love you very much. And very happy that you got some coming until I get there.
Yeah, Deanne came and got the truck.
Yeah, you told me.
Oh, he did? Okay.
No, you told me.
No, I told you he was going to get the truck. He actually went and got it. He didn't get it the day he said he was going to get it. He got it a couple of days later because he didn't have a ride. You know, he had to wait till he got a ride. Because something about his,
I got it.
yeah.
I got it. I understand. So he got a ride now.
Yeah, he had a ride and he got the truck.
Oh, okay.
Probably his girlfriend or something.
Yeah. Because probably she's trying to recover after what happened to her. So.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I didn't meet her, but I guess I didn't meet her.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
I get
But I guess she was a nice girl.
Okay. Well, that's all I want to say over the phone.
Debbie said, hey. He said, hey, how you doing?
I'm
Huh?
good. I'm still hanging
He
in
said he's good. He's hanging in there. Well, good, honey. That's good. She said, love you.
Okay, love you too. Hey, tell her
He
hang
said,
on
love
in
you
now
too.
with her bestie.
He said, hang on in there with your bestie. Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, I love
All
you.
right, love.
I'll call you
Love you too.
Thursday.
Okay. All right.
All right.
All right. Love you too. Bye.
Remember, this call was made on March 7th, and everything seems to be fine between them. Just to note, the next call and the last call are the only 2 phone calls that were made between Ernesto and Shirley through the jail. That means in 4 months' time, they only talked twice, with about a month in between each call. However, Ernesto does have access to a tablet which has messaging capabilities, and they could be communicating that way. Unfortunately, the public does not have access to those records, so I cannot bring you that data. On this call, you'll notice there's only 60 seconds to talk. This is because Ernesto's commissary account is almost empty. You'll hear him ask Shirley to add some money to his account. Around 90% of the calls Ernesto made were free promotional calls, which makes me wonder if Shirley is choosing not to load up his commissary account. This call was made on April 14th.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Okay, say it. I got
60 seconds.
You have 1 minute remaining.
So you didn't put it in there yet?
Put what in there yet?
Got to put the money on the books, on the phone.
No, she has to ask me. You have to talk this out.
Oh, I didn't know
talk
that.
This out.
Okay.
I didn't either. Yeah. So
Okay.
you have to talk this out, call back, and call back. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. What y'all eat for breakfast over there?
I'm drinking some tea, and I ate some little, like tea cookies, and Debbie's eating some chicken and rice.
Oh, chicken and rice this time of night? This time of morning?
You eat eggs at night.
You know what? That's true. Thank you. You sure right. I sure miss them pancakes too.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
As of right now, this is the last time Shirley has talked to Ernesto. I have more calls coming to verify this claim, but until then, here's more calls that will help explain why she just might be finished with Ernesto. The next call is between Ernesto and one of his friends on May 16th. He informs Ernesto that old girl has called old girl in California and told her everything. I can only assume that the woman in California is Shirley Strawberry. It makes sense because Shirley has not spoken to Ernesto since April 14th.
Okay, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Shit, I'm trying to make it, man. Oh, I told you, old girl called old girl in California and told her everything.
Okay, yeah, I got that part, but don't talk about that Don't talk about that. I got you.
Yeah.
This next clip is from May 29th, and you'll hear Ernesto and a friend talk about how Shirley wants to sell the truck. I believe the truck they're talking about is either a box truck or an 18-wheeler that Ernesto owns and used for his mobile barber shop. It sounds like Ernesto isn't really cool with it, as you'll hear.
Yeah, chilling. And wifey just called me today and said she want to sell the truck.
Said I want to sell it.
Said she want to sell it.
Oh, she want to sell it. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's fine. She probably got somebody here. But that's fine. I mean, I don't really give a damn no more about the way she going now. So.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I can't control nobody. I'm still sitting in here. Yeah, that's my first time hearing about that. But I'll call and see what she talking about.
Yeah, she been said she want to get rid of it. But she just called and said something to me after a couple of months. She just said something today.
Yeah. She probably just feeling some kind of way. Nobody called, checked on her, and all that.
So she needs some money.
Shoot, that ain't gonna put nothing in your pocket.
So this is another reason why I think Shirley might be moving on, since she's wanting to sell Ernesto's truck. I have a funny feeling that she knew he would not be okay with it. The next call is from May 30th of this year, and you will hear Ernesto is becoming concerned that Shirley is not responding to his calls. Remember, this call you're about to hear is 1 day after the last call you just heard.
Did you call Shirley and see what's going on with her? She's not picking that phone up. I answered the text, so something must be wrong with her. You hear me?
Yeah,
Okay. You good?
yeah, I'm good.
You said you talked to her yesterday. I don't know why she ain't picking the phone up.
Yeah, I don't know what she got going on. She thought she was outside yesterday when she called. Do I need to add some money on this phone?
Yeah. Just send me the old girl. She'll set it up for you.
I don't know why she be acting cheap as hell.
Man, come on now.
What you mean, come on now? I sent her the money. She acting like, I don't know, it should be weird.
Okay, sir. Yeah, just check on, see what's going on. Till I've been trying to text you and text her back or call. So I've been calling her yesterday. She ain't answered the phone. I called today. She ain't answered. So something ain't right. She ain't got a phone or something.
So it sounds like Shirley was made aware of Ernesto's doings on around May 16th, according to the calls we just heard. She hasn't spoken to him since April 14th, all the way up to June 20th. That's a 2-month hiatus. As you heard, Ernesto can't seem to figure out why Shirley isn't answering his calls. Remember, I have more calls coming from July of this year, so I will make another video update to let you guys know if she still is ghosting him. I also have calls coming from all the way back to November of 2022, so be on the lookout for those as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss those updates. Here's another little tidbit of information I found interesting of how Ernesto is basically bragging that an undisclosed donor paid his $800,000 bond. Although that bond never had to be paid because he's still in jail, you'll also hear that Shirley and her friend were going to put up their house as collateral for the bond, but they didn't have to do that because of the undisclosed donor. Here is the clip from that phone call.
What's up, Blair?
What's up, Bill?
Yeah, everything good with you?
Hey, man, just moving and grooving, trying to keep this shit from piling up on me.
Yeah. So I'm just moving, that's it. Just sitting here thinking what the fuck I'm doing, and when I get out, that's it. But I always get out in a good tune, so I'm looking at April. It's going to be a pretty good month. If not, I'll be sitting this bitch to goddamn at least June. But my mindset is I'm straight, and Shirley got the place. I know it's going to be booming. I already know that. So at least I got somewhere to go when I get up out of here. I ain't got them fraud dresses these niggas got.
Yeah, that shit look nice.
Yeah, I know it is. She gonna move fast. And what I didn't know is that if I did make bond, I didn't have to worry about the bond because Draven, I didn't tell Shirley, but Draven's gonna put his property up, and then the lawyer came and told me that I didn't have to worry about that because it was already paid for from undisclosed donor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, long story short, I'm just chilling. That's all I can do. But it's gonna work in my favor. It always does.
Could the undisclosed donor be Steve Harvey? I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade at him, but who else does Ernesto know with that kind of cash? We know it isn't Shirley after hearing the call about how she was just going to put up her house. Of course, I'm just speculating that it could be Steve. Maybe Ernesto has a rich sugar mama that we don't know about, but I seriously doubt it. In the end, it looks and sounds like Shirley Strawberry got caught up in a big mess that Ernesto created. Since she has seemingly cut communications with him, she may have chosen to just move on. But I will definitely let you know if she hasn't, since I have July's calls on the way. I'm guessing Shirley would love to use a rewind button to before she even met Ernesto. But hey, haven't we all wished for a rewind at least one point in our lives? Or she could be standing by her man. Only time will tell. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.